Hey guys, this is Big Fishy Tuna, and today I'll be giving you a video on how to get V1 in PvP to see what kind of impact it makes. So, first off, I'm going to show you the ring and show you how I went about getting it. As you see right here, I've got the ring equipped, Illusory ring of the Exalted. It makes your right-handed weapon permanently invisible as long as you have it equipped. And it's really handy for PvP, is what I've heard. So we're gonna find out today. As you see, I can begin my third journey to Dragon Lake, which means I've completed my second playthrough, and you can see I have no bonfires lit except Majula. You can light bonfires when you're doing the playthrough, you're just not allowed to rest at them. The only ones you're allowed to rest at are the primal bonfires, so we're clear if you decide to go for it. Now, the reason I only lit Majula is because, if I died, yeah, I had to run from Majula back to wherever I was, but I thought that was a lot better than, saying, for instance, if I was at Undead Crypt and I've completed it, right, and I die, I'm gonna spawn at Undead Crypt and I still have to run through Undead Crypt backwards, through Shrine of Amana, through Drain, like all the way back to Majula. So I was just like, screw that, I'm gonna do it where when I complete an area, I can die and just spawn in Majula and go to the next area. So that was the best way to go about it to me. Now you'll see here, I'm kind of goofing around with the halberd. I haven't really used the Science halberd much. I heard good things about it, but I'm not really used to its reach yet, so I don't really know how far I can hit people away with it when I've got the ring on. So that was kind of a downside to it. I would say it was a con. If you're going to use the Ring of the Exalted, make sure you're using a weapon you're used to, and one you know very well as far as reach and everything goes. Like, I was just kind of blind shotting when I was using stuff other than the Black Steel Katana and the Chaos Blade and stuff like that, because those are my primary weapons. I know how to use katanas very well, but like I said, kind of been goofing off with other weapons, so you'll see me kind of fuck up with like halberds and other stuff. You might see a couple of Murakumo fuck ups in the video. I'm not sure if I have any recorded. Yeah, I kind of been wanting to try different weapons out, and, I don't know, it gets kind of boring playing with the same exact thing over and over and over again, as I'm sure you all know. Yeah, I will say this. It's pretty handy to have the ring if you know your weapon very well, like how far the reach is on it, the moveset and everything. You got all that down. The ring's definitely going to benefit you a lot because they won't know your reach and they won't know what weapon you're using. But you'll see here, I pull this thing out. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to goof around with the halberd. And, you'll see I try to poke him a few times, but I kind of fail because I never really use this fucking weapon. Like, watch right here, yeah. I just knew that the Science halberd had great reach. I'm not down with the moveset yet. I think I've only been using it for a day or two. It's a pretty cool weapon when I don't have the ring on because I'm not used to it yet. But trying to play with it when I can't see it and I don't have hardly any experience with it makes it a little more difficult. So I would say if you're going to use the ring, for sure use something you're good with. I wouldn't advise trying out new weapons with the ring on. I thought it made it more difficult for me personally. I just wasn't used to not seeing it first. But it didn't really make a difference with the katanas. I still did alright with those. I tried to get a couple of decent fights on here for you guys, so you can see. It's a pretty cool ring. I had to substitute out my Ring of Steel Protection +2 for it. I've been thinking of putting that back on. I'm not sure. I have to have either the Chloranthy Ring +2 or the Steel Protection +2 on. I think right now I'm using the Chloranthy Ring with the Ring of Steel. What is it? No, what am I saying? Sorry, I was distracted for a minute. I'm using the Chloranthy Ring +2, the Ring of Blades +2, the Illusory Ring of the Exalted, in the third dragon ring right now. I like the Ring of Steel Protection instead of the Chloranthy Ring because it helps against R1 spammers. But again, I like the extra stamina too, so I just kind of swap those out. I'm not used to not having both of them, so I'm still kind of adapting to having this ring. It's cool though. I enjoy it. It's definitely neat. People not knowing what weapon I'm using. I mean, they can obviously tell I'm using some kind of katana by the moveset, but you know, they don't necessarily know which one or what the reach is going to be. I'd like to add that guy's a dirty bastard. I was saying what's up to him, and he just fucking comes in smashing on me, but he gets destroyed for it, so it's all cool. I'm like, no, 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 no honor. That's what you get, kid, with your fucking great shield and your curved dragon greatsword. What a joke. Hold up, guys, let me get a drink. That's better. Anyway, yeah, that guy. I hate people like that. I was trying to do a fight club on the bridge today. I was summoning people and trying to let them fight, you know, doing my thing, just getting people in there. And one guy comes in, he's like, "Oh, I've never been in a fight club before." Oh, and he starts fucking throwing spells at the two people fighting. I'm like, "Really, kid?" I start poking him with my halberd just to get him to quit. I'm not trying to kill him or anything, and then he takes that as like an act of aggression and starts smacking on me when I'm in a corner. I'm like, "For real?" I don't know, man. I'm just gonna have to start doing my fight clubs with an engraved ring or something, so I don't see random songs because people are fucking bad sometimes. I think right here I'm using the Chaos Blade. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good katana. Like I said, I still prefer the Black Steel Katana over the rest of them. It's a nice one. It's people underestimate the Black Steel Katana because it has 190 base damage. Granted, that's not great. But it has an S scaling on dex, so you're getting an additional 190 if you have 40 dexterity. So that's 190 plus 190 plus 50 from the Ring of Blades plus 2, so you're technically sitting over 400. So it's not that bad. And the power attacks on it are kind of similar to the Aito. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, I just kind of decided to come over to this guy and buy some stuff from him. I think I accidentally bought a carving from him. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I did, because I already had all the carvings. I may have bought another one for no reason. Oh well. Anyway, I was like, whatever. I just kind of wanted to get the green blossoms because I was running low and I didn't feel like running to Ornifex and getting 99 from her because I hate dealing with those spiders in Brightstone Cove, man. They are just a pain. Oh, I loathe them, dude. Every time I warp to that third bonfire, it's like, here comes 6 spiders, 2 red phantom spiders, a fucking invader with dual avalons, and a fucking frog, and all this shit. And I'm like, man, all this for some green blossoms. What a pain. Oh well. It's not so bad. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if you were in that little room with a bonfire. You gotta roll around constantly. Or, man, they'll shoot you with that web and you're really fucked. Anyway, on to fighting this guy. I poked him with my Helix halberd. I decided, fuck that, I'm not very good with halberds yet. I'm still getting used to that in the Sims halberd moveset. I did use the normal halberd on Dark Souls 1 a lot, but on here, I never really got into them. And been trying to use the Helix and the Sins or the Scions, however you pronounce it. But I decided to just pull the Chaos Blade out since I'm better with katanas and just use that. I've always been a fan of the Chaos Blade, even on the first Dark Souls, due to the fact that it's a really powerful sword. Excuse me, guys. By the way, sorry I keep clearing my throat. It's just been kind of sick lately, and you know I got phlegm in my throat. It's bugging the shit out of me, really. But yeah, the Chaos Blades. It's a really strong sword. Has an S scaling on dex, fully upgraded. The only downside is it hurts you when you're using it, and most people don't like that, but it doesn't really bother me just for the fact that it's so strong. And I mean, I think it looks cool too. That little red wrap on the hilt. But not like I can see it with this ring of the Exalted on though. Overall though, so far I'd say I like the ring. If I'm using something I'm used to or I'm good with, because I feel like it gives me a slight advantage, which I don't mind. It see that guy coming in for the backstab while I'm bowing? What a fag, dude. Uh, anyway, yeah, what was I saying? The guy distracted me. I was like, fucking troll. Um, the yeah, the ring. It's a good ring. I would definitely say it's worth doing the playthrough if you're just gonna use weapons you're good with. But if you're gonna toy around with other stuff and try new weapons out and try new builds out, I would get used to those. Yeah, I would get used to those before you before you put the ring on. So you can learn the move set and the reach on it and everything. Get that down 100%. But anyway, look at this kid. He's about to run away and drink an Estus. Watch. Man, I hate when people do that. He's getting he's getting smacked up. Here he goes. Watch. Chug, 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 chug. So funny. It's funny and sad at the same time. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped. Yeah, if you get the ring, enjoy it. It's worth it. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll be sure to bring you more Dark Souls 2 content and future Souls game content. Thank you, and goodbye.